In this video, we will cover how to read an Originality report in Feedback Studio. To access the Originality report, e-rater grammar and spelling suggestions, and provide feedback to students using Feedback Studio, go to Assignments. Click on the assignment name. Scroll to the bottom of the page. You will be able to see a list of students that have submitted the assignment, when they submitted the assignment, and if any of the assignments were submitted late. You can see the Originality report score, the grade when you have entered it in, and if you have left any feedback. Click on the Similarity Report icon to open Feedback Studio in a new window. Click on the Layer button to see the grading layer, the similarity layer, and the e-rater layer. If you want to focus just on the similarity layer first, unclick the grading layer and the e-rater layer. Click on the Originality or Similarity score to see the major matches. The score ranges from 0 to 100, with 0 indicating no matches. In this case, the score is 58%, which means that 58% of this paper matches to existing sources. The sentences or phrases that are highlighted in the paper represent possible plagiarism matches. The matches are color-coded and numbered to aid in navigating through the results. For example, the first two sentences are highlighted in purple and numbered with a 3. This number 3 links it to this Wikipedia source. This number says that 8% of the paper came from this source. This percentage is based on the total word count of the paper. By clicking on the number 3 flag, you can get a snippet of the source. To view the full text of that source, click here. The full source text of the article will display here. Text in red matches to the student's paper. You can scroll through the article if you like. To exit, click here. If you are inclined, you may look at all sources of matches, not just the major ones, by clicking on this icon. All sources and their percent matches will be listed. As you scroll through the matches, you may see papers that are listed as student papers. The sentence or sentences that come from that student paper will also be highlighted. Click on the flag for more information. You will see a window that tells you that because submitted papers remain the intellectual property of their authors, instructors, and respective institutions, we at Turnitin are unable to show you the content of the paper. If you would like to submit a request to the professor or instructor of the course to view this paper, click on the name of the institution. A new window will open with this information. You can submit a request to the instructor or privacy officer at the school to view the paper. It is at their discretion to grant the request or deny it. If you would like to exclude some of the sources listed under All Sources, you can click on Exclude Sources. Boxes will show in front of the names. Click on the box to choose the sources, then click Exclude. The report score will recalculate based on these excluded sources. You can restore the excluded matches using this icon. Click on the matches you want restored, and then click Restore or Restore All. The Originality report score will recalculate based on the restoration of the sources. If you set any exclusions within the assignment itself, you can adjust them here. If you set no exclusions, you can apply them here. For example, you can exclude quotes or exclude the bibliography. Then click on Apply Changes and see how it affects the Originality report score. In this case, the score did not change. You can generate a new report with these changes if you like. You can exclude sources that are a certain number of words or less. In this case, I excluded sources that were 10 words or less. Apply the changes and see how it affects the Originality report score. In this case, the score drops to 57. You can generate a new report with these changes if you like. You can exclude matches by percentage as well. This percentage is based on the total word count. In this case, a 10% match will remove all matches of less than 136 words. Click Apply Changes to see how this impacts the Originality report score. In this case, the score drops to 42. You can generate a new report with this setting if you like. You can also disregard the exclusions based on word count by choosing Don't Exclude by Size. In this case, I also chose not to exclude quotes or the bibliography. Click Apply Changes. The score will revert back to the original score of the Originality report. Go back to the layer icon and unclick the similarity layer and the grading layer to view the E-Rater layer only. Click on the E-Rater icon to see the grammar and spelling recommendations. For more information, click on the squares. When you click on the squares, a brief explanation is offered. To get a more in-depth explanation, click View Handbook. The expanded handbook explanation will open in a new window. If you have allowed more than one submission, you may need to find out which is the latest version of the paper. Click on the information icon for this. It will tell you the submission date and time.